Several seasons were not what the Dash were hoping for, but the club has a new man in charge and has made plenty of roster changes in hopes of turning things around. Our Luis Ortiz sitting down one-on-one with Houston's new head coach.
All right, we're here at Houston Sports Park, training facility for the Houston Dash and Houston Dynamo, alongside Fabrice Gautrat, head coach of the Houston Dash. Fabrice, what a beautiful day in Houston, right?
Gorgeous, love it, love it. Everyone talks about the heat, but right now I'm really enjoying it.
Perfect weather, perfect to be out here on the pitch.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, you come in now, you're the 6th head coach in club history for the Houston Dash. Talk to us about your coaching style.
Yeah, good question. I think one thing I've learned in this league, you have to be really good in every moment of the game. And so I think for us, there's a possession piece, but there's also we want to progress the ball. And when we do, we want to really change tempo and kind of catch teams, with a lot of space potentially in behind.
You take over after a few rough years for this club. Talk about just that challenge of leadership, right? Coming in and really changing things for the better.
I'm a firm believer that culture drives performance, and so for me, like, you can talk about football all you want, which is really important, but it's really important, like, what are our standards on the field and off the field? And that was, on day one, we talked about there's two things we're going to do. We're going to create a standards-driven culture that is striving for excellence, and we're also going to create a team identity. And those have been two things synonymously that we've been working towards day in and day out, and I've been really, really pleased. And one thing I know, not only about this team, but even this league in general, if you set really high standards, they meet them or exceed them. They want that.
How would you describe what it's like to be in the position that you guys are in right now?
If you have to be successful in this league, you got to know how to deal with pressure. So for me, I don't really feel it because I think we're also trying to create such a high pressure environment. Because I'm a firm believer that for players to be very confident on game day, you have to create a high pressure struggle environment where they're constantly having to make decisions, solve problems. And so that's one thing. I think if you can make training harder than the game, then I think you come into the game with a lot more just confidence, air about you. So that's kind of been our MO. Of course there's pressure, of course there's things that you need to achieve 100%, but again, it goes back to what I said earlier. We want to go beyond just that. So I think the biggest things that we're emphasizing on, what is our performance? Like, we need to leave not just one half of a good performance, we need to leave with two halves of good performance, and we know the results will follow. So,
ladies and gentlemen, Fabrice Gautrat, head coach of the Houston Dash. Your sights are not only on returning to the playoffs, you want to be a champion.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Thank you for the time.
Thank you, Luis. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Back to you guys.